Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust. Avoiding the fact that don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. What's good, BA? Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking ass. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover. After you get the information, pass it to your brother. Spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that we change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. I see a comment now, bro. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights. I see a comment now. Murders in the world, we gotta change the world. What's good, y'all? It's your big homie, Big BAYDAY, man. This is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in with your big homie, man. Let's get it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in with me, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. It's a blessing to have everybody in here tonight. God bless everybody who coming in, and God bless everybody who's here, man. We're going to do it big tonight. I'm going to do it big tonight. I got one for us, man. I pray and I hope that everybody's ready, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. While you in here, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro, for always being real and always being around, man. I appreciate that so much. Tonight, I have to ask the question. Is this what women fought for? How women are today, is this what women fought? Is this what women of yesterday fought for? Is this what they intended for the women of today? Is this what it was all about? If you understood the powers that be, you might do it big every night. Strive to be better than yesterday every day. That's all I ever do. Shamelessly V, that's all I ever do. And thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate you. The women of yesterday, when the women of the women's rights movement were fighting, do y'all think they wanted women to end up like they are now? I doubt it was thought out well. Man, I believe it was very much planned and thought out well, Shamelessly V.
I believe this shit is very much intentional and thought out and planned. I very much believe so. Uh, there's so much evidence to prove that it's set up like this. There's so much data and evidence to show it and prove it. Now, do you think the women who was trying to pioneer that shit, I'm not talking about the main people, you don't think they planned anything? All right, I respect that. While you in here, I hope they let you comment, man. That's crazy they won't let you comment, man. That's crazy they won't let my boy comment. But look, so I'm gonna show y'all some shit. I got a lot of footage to show y'all today. Now, I'm gonna show you some footage from the women's rights movement from back when it first started, from the 50s till now. It's a 2-minute video. I want y'all to pay attention to the things that were being pushed, and I want y'all to pay attention to the things that are being promoted and what women rights, what they were actually fighting for. I told y'all before, I did videos on this time after again. My take on this is pretty much way different from what. Let me let y'all see this before I get to talking.
The 1960s. The decision to have a child should not be a matter to be decided by the male-dominated legislatures.
First and foremost, let me explain something to y'all. Before women's rights came into play, because I have to break this down before I let this propaganda play. Before women's rights came into effect, before women's rights came into play, houses had strong family units. Before the 1950s, houses had tight-knit family units. The man was out there getting that money, bringing it home, and the woman was at home keeping the house structure, keeping the house balanced, keeping the house maintaining and running, right? And the man do his part, fixing and doing what he did, right? When you have functional families in society, you have less participating citizens in society. Let me say that shit again. When you have functional families in society, you have less participating citizens in society. Because if you got a wife at home, right? If you have a woman or a wife at home, you don't need to go out on the singles crowd and go out in the dating market and look for women. If you have a woman at home, you don't have to buy as much clothes as you would if you were single to peacock and attract women. If you have a woman at home, you're not buying as many trinkets and things of that nature to try to appease and appeal to the woman, because you already have her. You have to buy things to maintain your woman. You have to buy things to keep your woman going and maintained. When you have a man at home, you don't need to go out to the bar after work to go mingle with another man and get a date. When you have a husband at home, when you have a boyfriend at home, you don't need to go out on the dating market and plenty of fish and dating apps and all these things to go get a man, because you have one at home. When you have a man at home, you don't have to go buy as many dresses. You don't have to go buy as many attractive things to attract men, because you have one at home. When you have a man at home, you need to buy things, and you should be buying things to maintain your man at home, to keep your man at home. So I pray that I just proved that point, that I pray I just proved my point, because with more structured families and secure families, complete man, woman, and child, man, woman, and children families, it's less people running around in society having to participate in shit. You know, You don't have to go out and buy as many things when you have a home. You don't have to go out and do as much when you have a woman at home. That's just the facts of life. You know, you just have to make sure everything at home is straight. Now, at the 50s, during the 1950s, society knew, and they knew we needed more people participating in society. Society knew that it needed more workers and more laborers in society. So with society knowing they need more workers and laborers in the workforce, who is better suited than to gear the mind of the woman up to make her feel like her being in the workforce or her being inside the slave force, the labor force, is an intricate part of her life and is an important part of her life and is a liberating part of her life. When in the end, it took away her liberation. Women's liberation and freedoms and their rights were taken away when they joined the labor force and they joined the equal right movement and the feminist movement. Because once you became a feminist, you become essentially you become a female man. You become a female version of a man. Because once you don't take your female role seriously, and you're out dating and mating and doing things as men do and going around and messing with multiple men and juggling multiple men and working all kind of crazy hours and coming home dead, exhausted and tired. When you do that, you essentially assume the life of a man. And then now your life of a woman suffers and lacks and slacks because you can't do both things to a 100% success rate. You can't live life. What's up? You can't live life. Hey man, I'm out here working. Go ahead, I'm working. That's nice. You can't live life at a 100% success rate as a solitude individual. But you can experience life and enjoy life at a 100% success rate with the minds and the stabilities of two people, because two makes way more than one. If the man pulls in 75% or 65%, then the woman only has to pull in 35% or 45%. If the man's pulling in 75 to 80%, then the woman only has to pull in 25 to 20%. You get what I'm saying? So if you learn to cooperate with a man, that lightens your load. Men and women cooperating is essential to the survival of human race. The reason why families and family structures are really important is because if you have a strong bond family structure, you really are very hard and it's very hard for you to be sold a dream or a lie. Because if you have a bunch of people say somebody tells you a lie, and you got your mom to talk to, your brothers to talk to, your sisters to talk to, your aunties to talk to, your uncle to talk to, your grandparents, your great grandparents. Say if one person told you a lie, and then you could bring that if you don't believe it, you can bring that to your family and cross-reference that data with your family, multiple generations of people, and come up with the real accurate answer. Come up with a real accurate solution to any kind of problem. Because the reason why it's so important for family structures to stay intact is because what mama don't know, daddy knows. And what daddy don't know, auntie knows. What auntie don't know, uncle knows. What uncle don't know, grandmama knows. And what grandmama don't know, granddaddy knows. And then what all the rest of them don't know, the kids know. So with everybody's minds working together on one accord, it keeps the strong basis of a future. It doesn't leave, when it's a bunch of people working together as a unit, it doesn't leave leeway for you to be infiltrated. See, when women were staying at home and believing in their men, it was very hard for somebody to ease and weasel their way in and trick your woman out of her position, trick your woman out of her panties, trick your woman out of your relationship. Because if she's not involved with so many people and she stays active in her family and stays busy doing her job as a woman and her duty as a woman, she will not ever have the time to gossip or entertain or even intermingle with another man to be led astray. If you're doing your position in life, you don't have time for bullshit. If you're living your true position in life, you don't have time for bullshit. The only people who will have time for all that bullshit is people without children and people without families. Those are the people who have time. People who have families and children and legacies and shit, they don't have time. They got to make time. They got to find time. They got to squeeze time. Just like right now, I'm on this podcast because I've been busting my ass. I just gave the cat a bath, did this, did that. I'm getting all kind of shit in order, getting my life in order because I got life changes occurring right now. I'm doing so much. I can't. What's up? Yeah. I come out here on my break, on my smoke break, just to tell y'all some real shit and to make it make sense for myself. This is therapy for me as well as for y'all. So it's to the point now where I don't think any of the movements or rights, or I don't think any of the agendas that were given to us for a pure righteous intent. I think all of it was to take us out of our positions, because society knew if a woman was at home listening to her man and depending on her man for her survival, she would have to listen to her man. And they knew if she was listening to her man, she would be less apt and less likely to listen to master. So master is such a dominating piece of shit. He wants to master's such a dominating piece of shit. He wants dominion over everybody. So he puts all these systems in place to trap and lead people straight to him. Let me read these comments, man. Shamelessly Voracious said, every political move they make is only to reach their goal. Exactly. They have always paid people to speak for the people and start an uproar so people believe they have a voice. Words have multiple meanings. That is the truth. The facts of the matter is, I'm about to show y'all a video of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s women's rights movement over the time span, and you will see that the whole thing they're trying to do is create women. The only thing that you'll see, that the main thing that they're trying to do is cause women to get abortions. They're trying to cause women to be out of the homes, and they're trying to cause women to not listen to their men. The first thing that they're going to talk about on this women's rights news clip is abortion. And if y'all didn't see that video that I posted, that live I posted, is abortion women's rights, go watch that shit. If you didn't see that one, is abortion women's rights. That is a crazy live. One of my best lives. Let me show y'all something, man. Y'all rock with me, man. Thank y'all so much for being here, man.
The decision to have a child should not be a matter to be decided by the male-dominated legislatures.
The evil bitch said, the decision of having a child should not be the decision made alone by the male-dominated politicians. So they're pushing women to believe killing their baby is a right.
The decision to have a child should not be a matter to be decided by the male-dominated legislatures.
The 1960s and 70s ushered in big changes for women in America. From family life to the workplace to reproductive rights, there was a charge for change known as the women's rights movement. But long before then came the fight for women's suffrage, which granted American women the right to vote in 1919. That movement, led by Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, paved the way for the second wave of feminism in the 60s and 70s. In 1960, family planning was transformed as the FDA approved birth control pills for contraceptive use, opening a new chapter for the career women. About 3 years later,
hold up. In 1960, the FDA made a first abortion pill for women that opened a new chapter for the working women. So, bitch, you ain't gotta have that baby. Eat this pill and stay your ass at work. What? Fuck that baby, eat this pill and stay on the clock. What? And y'all they fell for this shit. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They fell for this shit. They ran head first for this propaganda of their own demise. Let's keep going.
At the urging of Esther Peterson, President John F. Kennedy signed the Equal Pay Act. Also that year, Betty Friedan published The Feminine Mystique, which documented what she saw as the oppression of middle-class women.
We're all housewives, in the beginning and the end, although we have to be much more than that in the world now.
By the 1970s, women of all ages...
The bitch said the oppression, listen to the propaganda of the news, the oppression of the modern middle-class housewife. They're calling it oppression. Women of today think marriage is slavery. Women of today equate marriage with slavery. And the reason why they equate marriage with slavery, because they've been listening to that same bullshit since the 1960s. They tricked y'all out y'all's fucking position, women. They tricked you out your position, women. They tricked you out your fucking home. They tricked you away from your husband. They tricked you out of your life. So you can be a working slave until you die. Oh my fucking God.
We have to be much more than that in the world now.
By the 1970s, women of all ages...
World now.
By the 1970s, she saw as the oppression of middle-class women.
We're all housewives, in the beginning and the end, although we have to be much more than that in the world now.
By the 1970s, women of all ages, races, and backgrounds had joined in the fight for equality. Gloria Steinem campaigned for a constitutional amendment to guarantee equal rights for women. And in 1972, Congress passed the Equal Rights Amendment.
Hey, what do you say? Ratify the ERA!
Though the amendment was never ratified, the following year, the Supreme Court would make a decision that would have a profound effect on the lives of American women. In the landmark case Roe v. Wade, the High Court ruled that a woman has a constitutional right to choose to have an abortion. Abortion services were made.
So women fought for women's rights and the government gave them abortion? It's like they did Black Lives Matter, right? They did Black Lives Matter, fake agenda, and the only thing they gave us was homosexuality. They didn't give us black rights. They didn't give us no fair treatment for black people, no new laws for black people. They gave us homosexuality and laws passed for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Y'all better stop fucking playing with me.
Safer and more accessible to women after the ruling, which would face repeated challenges in later years. Although Roe v. Wade was decided in 1973, the fight over abortion rights and women's equality continued to this day in the U.S. and around the world.
So they got
NBC News fans.
So they took the real woman's rights, which was fair treatment under the law, the ability to vote, which was the ability to be treated fairly and equal to men, because these white men who ran this country, they didn't even treat their women fairly. Let's keep this shit a buck. The white man who runs this country, the European man who runs this country, didn't even treat his own women fairly. His own women didn't even have, damn, I knew it was going to go out. His own women didn't even have fair treatment. Let me tell him to get my light strip. So, hey, bring me that light strip out the bathroom. Bring me that light strip out the bathroom. Their own women didn't even have fair treatment in their own country. So who's the real bigot? Who's the real hater? Who is the real problem? Because why should women have ever fought? Why should women have ever had to fight for equal treatment and fair rights in this country when this country is run and operated and dominated by European men? So if European men weren't treating women fairly, thank you, baby. If European men weren't treating women fairly, then that's not the people's fault. That's the country's fault. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say? If the country didn't treat black people fair and they treated us like cargo and cattle and all that dumb shit, then the country is wrong. Not the black people who get treated and victimized. How could they be wrong? It's go in the house.
Daddy, can I have 2 bubble gum?
Yes, go in the house, bro. You can have whatever you want. Just get out of here, bro. I'm working. If it's not the people or the citizens' fault for being mistreated or not treated fairly, it's the country's fault. This country and the people who ran it have never treated nobody fairly in this country. Never. And guess what? They've only tricked us all into these fake agendas to give up our rights and be lifeless and rightless. Now, women fought back in the day for the right to not be beat up at home. They fought for the right to be treated fairly and shit like that because, like I told y'all, under the tutelage of the European man, women got treated like dog trash for so long because the European man doesn't respect their women. You could look at a white porn and then look at a black porn. The white porn is going to be savage and vicious, and then the black porn is going to be softer and more subtle, even if it's hardcore. There's a difference in how we treat our women and how they treat their women. It's a big difference. Black people treat their women better than the European people. Now, I'm going to show y'all this. This has nothing to do with nothing, but I have to show y'all this video because...
A black guy. Would you like to date a black guy since you've seen... Would you like to date a black guy since you've seen what he's equipped with? Like, a black guy. Yeah. Why? Because it's big. No, it's fun. Okay, the black guys are so well equipped is a small word, if you know what I mean. It's like he'll pretty much tear me apart, and I don't think I want that. Okay.
I date a black guy because they have nice personalities.
Never. I don't want to get that sword, to be honest now. I want to survive. I want to live my life. That's it.
Yeah, see, yes. Yeah, he looks a lot of things to me.
Would you like to date a black guy since you've seen what he's equipped with? Like, a black guy.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's big.
No, it's fun.
Okay, the black guys are so well equipped is a small word, if you know what I mean. It's like he'll pretty much tear me apart, and I don't think I want that. Okay.
I date a black guy because they have nice personalities.
Never. I don't want to get that sword, sure, to be honest enough. I want to survive. I want to live my life. That's it. Yeah, I see. Yes. Yeah, he looks a lot of things to me.
She said,
You like to date a black guy since you've seen what he's equipped.
I want to survive. I don't want to be that sore. See, around the world, black men are cherished. Around the world, black men are appreciated. But here in America, black man has been Willie lynched. Here in America, black man has been turned into the lowest form of humanity when the black man is one of the highest forms of humanity. And that's not racism, because black man was the first man on this planet Earth. The first man on this planet was a black man and a woman. So the black man is the highest form of humanity. So there should be no way that a black man should be the lowest, treated the lowest form here in America. But this is a systematic thing. This was built.
You like to date a black guy since you've seen what
this was made for us. It was given to us like this. Now here in America, we try our best, like we do our best to be men. We're being men, right? We're being men. We're doing everything we're supposed to do. We're not rich. We're working hard every day. We're making the best we can, making ends meet, doing everything we can, right? We're not rich. We're actually living in reality. Most men, if they're functional and good, because I only speak for good men. I don't speak for niggas. I don't speak for those bum-ass low-life dudes. I speak for good men, and most good men have their shit together. They have their affairs in order. They have their shit in balance, right? Now, we're trying our best to do our part, keep the bills paid, keep the roof over our heads, and keep a long, constant longevity lifestyle for our families, for our women. And our women, most of them, they don't even cook. They don't even clean. They don't even do anything that they're supposed to do. Because a lot of them have watched these Disney movies. They've watched these princess movies, these Disney movies. If you find a girl and she says she's a princess, you better run. If you date a girl and she says she's a princess, you better run, because she's watched enough Disney movies that tricked her mind into thinking she's the prize and she's royal and all that. Now we're both the prize, the man and the woman. But if you think you're better than somebody, then you got a problem. Let me show y'all this clip.
Wants to go back to my baby daddy. It's like, you got me cooking and cleaning. When I was with him, I didn't have to worry about all this. I mean, like, we had maids. He paid my bills. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean. I had to do none of it.
Say that again.
I wants to go back to my baby daddy. It's like, you got me cooking and cleaning. When I was with him, I didn't have to worry about all this. I mean, like, we had maids. He paid my bills. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean. I had to do none of this.
Just because I'm asking you to cook, come on, bro, seriously?
You asking me to do too much, and when I was with him, all I had to do was look cute and sit pretty and work out and do whatever I had to do, like.
Baby, look at this laundry room. Look, you get mad at me, I should be mad at you.
I told you I didn't know how to cook, so this is what,
seriously?
This is what you asked for, and this is what you got.
Look at this rice pot.
No way.
Look at it. Yeah, cooking rice in a pot.
Like, hey, we ain't got no kids together. I can leave you whenever I want. We ain't married or nothing.
Any black person that's watching this live right now, look what I gotta eat, bro. This girl making black beans, cauliflower, tacos. At this point, you can go. You can't even cook. Like, what is this?
You haven't even tasted it.
I don't care what state you're from, Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, Texas, I don't care who you is. Boy, ain't nobody want that.
But when I got with you, everything just changed. We just gonna wait for him.
Yeah, we sure is gonna wait for him.
Put the door open.
Once I see you get in that car, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna lie.
This is what we be having to deal with. Women be thinking they princesses. They think they ain't supposed to do nothing but sit pretty, look good, and maybe fuck a few times. That shit is crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy if a woman can't cook, because everybody has to eat. How the fuck can't you cook? Everybody has to eat. There should be no excuse that nobody should not be able to know how to cook. If you a grown ass person, male or female, and you don't know how to cook, you better damn jump off the bridge, put your hands behind your back, and jump. Because how you gonna eat if you gotta wait for somebody to cook for you every day? You're gonna be a hungry motherfucker one day, or you're gonna eat some nasty food and be like, "Oh, it's good." No, it ain't. It's trash. You can't cook. Work on your skills. I'm not trying to be funny or negative, y'all, but look, how could you deal with? Listen to this one more time. How could you deal with this?
Say that again.
I want to go back to my baby daddy. It's like, you got me cooking and cleaning. When I was with him, I didn't have to worry about all this. I didn't we had maids. He paid my bills. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean. I had to do none of this.
Just because I'm asking you to cook, like, come on, bro, seriously?
You asking me to do too much, and when I was with him, all I had to do was look cute and sit pretty and work out and do whatever I had to do. Like,
baby, look at this laundry room.
You had maids.
Look. You get mad at me, I should be mad at you.
I told you I didn't know how to cook, so this is what,
seriously?
This is what you asked for, and this is what you got.
Look at this rice pot.
No way.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Cooking rice in a pot.
So like, hey, we ain't got no kids together. I can leave you whenever I want. We ain't married or nothing.
Any black person that's watching this live.
She said, "We ain't got no kids together, babe. I can leave you whenever I want." There's no allegiance. These women have no allegiance to the man. They just on the ride until the fun runs out, until the money runs out, until the funds run out. They on the ride till the ride gets gone, until the ride stops. It's not good to invest any type of money, resources, or time in a woman like that. If she can't try, she made this man. Now, I like black beans and cauliflower. I'm a vegetarian, but come on, man. Look at this shit, man. She put this, look, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That shit bland as hell, bro. Look.
Right now, look what I gotta eat, bro.
You
girl making black beans, cauliflower, tacos. At this point, you can go. You can't even cook. Like, what is this?
You haven't even tasted it.
I don't care what state you're from, Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, Texas. I don't care who you is. Boy, ain't nobody want that.
But when I got with you, everything just changed. He's gonna wait for him.
Yeah, we sure is gonna wait for him.
When I met you, everything changed. She's trying to blame him for her being inadequate. She's saying it's your fault you don't have enough money to buy a maid. It's your fault you don't have enough money to take these clothes to the washer, to the damn cleaners. It's your fault. You got a washer and dryer right there in your closet, but it's your fault. At this point, my boy better just do everything himself and just go ahead and get her up out of there. Because if he does get her pregnant or something does happen, it's going to be bad business, bro. It's the wrong thing you want, bro. She already got a baby by another nigga, and she talking about her baby daddy. She's comparing, like I told y'all yesterday in my live, women who've been with multiple men and a bunch of men, they always going to compare you to the men that they've been with, because that is their measure of difference. That's their measure of unit, the different dudes they've been with. Nah, Johnny did this, and Willie did that. And Winston hit it from the back 5 hours, and this person did this, and this dick was big and this big. Like, you get what I'm saying? So all the different men they've been with fucks up their perception to what having a functional relationship with one person is. You know what I mean? With one person, you know? Because you can have a situation with a bunch of people, but how the hell you going to have a long-term? Do you have what it takes to have a functioning long-term relationship with a man? That's the question. Of course you can make a baby. Of course you can have sex. Of course you can do this. But can you give a man your life with good faith and honesty and no cheating? Is that possible? Can a man get a loyal woman in 2024? Is that fucking possible? Can a man get a quality loyal woman in 2024? Is it possible? You know, watch this shit, man. Man. Let me show y'all something, man. Can a man find something decent in these times, man?
We now know why two Janesville Craig High School teachers resigned. The former teachers are Jennifer Larson and Alexia Salderis. Both were business education teachers. According to the school's investigation, Salderis admitted to sending the student 5 photos of herself wearing lingerie. The report shows the two also admitted to sending inappropriate messages to students, saying they wanted to, quote, have fun with them. Police are now investigating to see if criminal.
So, and I hope they didn't flag me for that. They probably are gonna flag me for that loop, that sound loop. I wanted to say this about that. These women can't get men, so they're preying on young men now. These women can't get men, they can't get husbands, so they're in the schools preying on children. And this ain't the first case of that. They're in school. It was like the other day I had the video of the woman giving the boys weed in the school. Let me see if I still got it. I probably still got it. She was giving the boys weed in the school, and she got arrested, a teacher. You know, this shit is it's just crazy out here, man. You know, it's just getting crazy out here. I ain't gonna fuck all that old video shit, but yeah. How you gonna be in a school seducing little boys on Snapchat? The reason they got caught, they said that her and them 2 teachers was trying to set up a foursome with 2 boys. How you gonna try to set up a foursome with 2 little boys? Or young men, 17, 16, 15, don't even matter. They're young as hell. How you gonna do that shit, bro? It's crazy out here, bro. I got 1 or 2 more videos. Real quick. This one right here is a father, because everybody likes to say the fathers. I got 2 more videos for us. Everybody likes to say the fathers ain't active, the fathers don't care, the fathers ain't there. That's bullshit. Most times that the father's not there, if he ran away, he's a piece of shit. I'm not vouching for no bum ass dudes. Like I said, I don't speak for bums. I speak for good men. I speak for quality men, because that's what I am. I'm not perfect, but I'm good and I'm quality. Now, most good quality men are active in their kids' lives, and if they're taken away from their child, it's because there's some type of issue with the mom, and the mom don't want to see eye to eye with the man and work with them. So they usually keep the kid from the parent and hurt the child, or put the kid around a new nigga, and the new nigga disrespects the child, hurts the child. It's a cycle of viciousness. It's a cycle of viciousness. And they don't understand it. And the dudes just be wanting to be with their kids. When a man wants to be with his kid, he's not going to harm his kid. He's not trying to do anything but be around his kid. Because most men don't even be trying to fight for their children. So if a man's trying to fight, he wants his child. Now listen to this. This man going to his child's graduation, gives him a gift, and the baby mama is storming the son away. When the son graduating, the baby mama, bitter baby mama, don't even want him to be around the son's graduation. Watch this shit, man. It's crazy, man.
No, it's all right, son. I do got rights. No, it's all right, son. The world needs to see how she act, because she crazy.
Here's this start going back my way from your raggedy ass mom.
She said your raggedy
I just came to see my son graduate and give him a gift. That's all I did. You didn't make him by yourself, sweetie. And you ain't raised him by yourself. You know how much money I spend on my son? What prosecutor? I'm done playing with you.
She's mad.
And look, I bought my son a gift for graduation. And look how she acting. Got my son crying because he wanted to see me. But this how bipolar people act. She just, I don't know what's wrong with it. Then she ain't tell nobody about the graduation and she mad I found out. But it's cool. Talking about she got a prosecutor about to lock me up for what? For taking care of my son? Jacob, just stay praying, all right, bro? Love you too, man. Stay praying. Stay prayed up, son. It's gonna be all right. Stay prayed up, man. I love you.
This is what happens.
I already got you acting crazy.
This is what men have to go through every day. And the men have been going through this for years and decades. And this is why young men grow up mad, enraged, pissed off, frustrated, confused, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to be a man. And then he's mad at his mama. He hates his mama because of what she did, but he can't show it. So he takes out that pain on other women, on other girls. This is what makes women beaters. These young men who grow up and their mamas take them from their daddies and talk so much shit to them and beat on them and disrespect these young boys because the young boy wants to be around his daddy, he wants to see his daddy. So she wants to beat that out of him, can't beat it out of him. So he can't do nothing to her. So he in turn learns how to do stuff to other young ladies. This is where women beaters and women haters come from. See, I had a nurturing mother and father. I had great family. I know what it's like to be loved, have cared for, wounds tended and amended. I know what that shit is like. I know what the stern love of a father is, the guidance of a father. See, but some of these young brothers never had that, so they didn't have no balance. They extra feminine and trying to mask their feminine traits, that because all they know is their mama. All they know is their mama with her woman shit and that sassy woman shit. So all he knows is that. So when he starts doing that and it's around his peers, he got to turn up and be over masculine and try to kill somebody and shit because he's goddamn soft as hell and he's really his mama. So this shit destroys young men. It makes these over emasculated, effeminate men. Because niggas got to be masculine. They got to over assert their masculinity because he don't have none and didn't never learn how to balance it and use it. So he don't know what to do with his masculinity. So he's over asserting that shit. He's out here killing people, busting people up, beating women, smacking women, punching dudes in their face. Those type of young men. The imbalanced, unloved young man. See, that mama don't realize she's making a villain. She's making a new villain. That's the new Riddler. And his first victim is going to be her. He might lash out and hurt her ass because she's causing him so much psychological pain that he can't even deal with yet. Because he's only 16, just graduated, 17 at the most. He don't know how to deal with that psychological warfare that his evil mama's putting him through. She was so evil, she said something about his daddy. She was so evil and vengeful and hateful. She's supposed to be celebrating her son, and she was talking about her baby father's mama. Your ugly ass mama, your busted ass mama, whatever she said about his mama. So you talking shit about a man's woman, a man's mama, on top of keeping him from his father, keeping his son from his father. That is an evil woman. Evil, vengeful, hateful, hurt, evil woman. See, people don't know how to see shit as it is. I've been going through this shit my whole life. I know the world. I'm not just no nigga on the internet talking. I know what I'm talking about. These women have destroyed society by feeding into this fake feminism. And the men are just now trying to do something about it. We're just now waking up to try. Most of us. Just now. I just wanted to show y'all that I got this video right here I want to show y'all. It's a video where all these men are pranking their girls with this Instagram cheating. They're pranking their girlfriends with these cheating FaceTime video app. So it's like it'll be like a woman answering the FaceTime and they prank their women. The cheating nature of a woman, right? Have them so high alert and so on alert for that shit. Watch the reaction to this shit. Watch the reaction of these dudes pranking their girlfriends and pay attention to the cheating nature. Because if you were a real cheater, it's on alert at all times. A real cheater, a sneaky person, is always, and then you'll pay attention. Some of these women ain't gonna react. Some of the women gonna overreact. Watch this shit, man.
Hey, baby. You still by your girl?
Hold up, I'm gonna rewind it.
Hey, baby. You still by your girl? 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 Hey, baby. You still by your girl?
That was so funny. But it shows you the nature, how active some of these girls be, and on alert and on point they be for that ding. They're waiting for the dude to ding them. That's how quick they wake up when that dude ding their phone. That's how when that text come through, they be sleep. Well, ding. It trying to catch that shit before you caught it. What? They own that shit because they doing that shit. It's like that. And dudes be so stupid, they don't even be understanding your girl beating her phone up all day. She got them doing this all day. She's a cheater, bro. Because if a woman's beating her phone up all day, if she ain't doing it for business, she's doing it for pleasure or leisure. And there's no reason for her to be doing pleasure or leisure all day. She's seeking pleasure or seeking leisure. If a woman's on her phone all day, she's seeking pleasure and seeking leisure. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish everybody could understand the true nature of each other. That's why we have to start listening, man, to wise people who know shit. Cause bro, like, to understand the nature of a woman is to better deal with a woman. That's the only reason I'm so interested in this shit, so I can learn the game more. Cause I always been a woman, man, but now it's like These women are a different set of creatures. It's a new creature of woman. It's a new breed, a new species of woman out here. And to be honest with you, I don't know how much. I'm not gonna just say I don't know if I like this new breed of women. I don't. They're all vain and pretty and prissy and all that, but it needs to be directed in the right direction. If it's not directed toward the family, if it's not directed towards the future, it's directed towards yourself. So I don't like that selfish. You got a woman who's selfish always in the mirror and shit, like that's a bad trait. It's a bad trait. I just wish to God everybody understood life for what it was, man, so they could stop being blinded and make dumb mistakes. You don't want to be that nigga fucked up because you can't make proper decisions. You don't want to be that person, man. You want to be well informed and well educated, especially dealing with women, man. And it's time for all the young men watching. Dealing with women, you have to be well equipped because the woman's nature is women are very unique, very special. Women are very, complex individuals. They're not shallow. They're not simple. They're not one-sided. Women are very complex and multi-layered, multi-talented creatures. So you, as young men, you have to understand the nature of a woman if you want to live your life with a woman. It's just very important, man. We got to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You wasting time watching basketball and football and all that fake stuff, but you're not even spending time understanding who your wife is. And you're not even taking the time to understand and spend the time to learn who your girlfriend is, because if you spent the time to learn her and understand who she was, you could deal with her better. You could have a better time with her. You could have a better life with her. If she took the time to understand you, she could deal with you better, have a better time and better life with you. But too many of us out here in relationships together worried about what we're going to get individually out of the relationship. You can't make it like that. You can't be in a relationship with yourself with somebody else. You can't be in a relationship for yourself with somebody else. You can't be with somebody and be for yourself. It'll never work. So I just wanted to let that be known tonight because it's too many character flaws in women nowadays, and y'all's ancestors didn't fight for that. Your ancestors did not fight for you to be as treacherous and as heathenish as some of y'all have become today. Your foremothers did not fight for that. I'm about to read all these comments. Your foremothers did not fight for you to be as heathenish and as treacherous as you become today, women. And men, I'm going to talk to y'all another day. But I care more about the state of my women because it saddens me to see women living like the conditions that they're living in. Women thinking how they're thinking. Women are conducting themselves how they're conducting themselves. Women aren't even conducting themselves as women anymore. Women don't even want to be classified as a woman anymore. They don't even want to be classified as a woman. That's like an insult to some of them. So I understand, but I don't understand at the same time. I feel you, my nigga, but I don't feel you. I feel you, I see you, but I don't feel you. And everybody living in this fake, chaotic nature is the reason why we don't have no successful families. And this shit started off from the 50s, 60s. It started off from the Willie Lynch days. It been going on. Just people aren't educated in the right information, and so we all perish due to lack of knowledge. Come on, man. Let me show y'all this last thing, man. It's a police officer. I ain't even gonna play that shit, bro. I'm gonna show y'all this dude. It's a dude, a man supposedly having a baby. I don't know if this is real or not, but I'm gonna show y'all this. There's nothing that can give me flag, but look at this. This nigga just yo. This nigga just had this nigga just had a baby. This nigga this nigga just shitted out a baby. We living in a cold world where men can shit babies out now. It's so sad now. In order to keep us from working together and living in function and balance, they've made it to where men can be women and women can be men. In order to keep us from living in union, function, balance with man and female, to create families and futures and revolutions and generations. They gave people the technology to become a male or a female. And if you didn't have the technology, and if you didn't choose not to, they have atrazine in the foods, in the waters, in the drinks, which turns you the opposite sex from within, medically. So whether you chose the life of confusion or not, the life of confusion was placed upon us and given to us and basically forced upon us. The only way to not live in this life of confusion is to live in true union, balance, in order, the way God ordained man to live. You can read any book you want to read, and it's ordained for a man to live the way he's supposed to live. You can read any book, and he's ordained to live the way he's supposed to live. The way man is living now is not the way man. The way man is living now is the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. So, and I'm not against nobody who's gay. This is not what I'm telling you, people, please. I'm not against nobody who's gay. What I'm telling you is we're living in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. We're living in the days of Lot when my nigga turned everything and turned to a salt pillar. We're living in the days, man. We're living in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. So, whether chemically or intentionally, it is what it is, man. So we got to fight extra double time hard to abstain and live a life of righteousness and keep a life of balance and love going in this world. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's your big homie, Big BAYDAY. Hey, I'm trying my best. I went inside my soul and try to come out with the best message I can come out with. You know, let me read these comments before I leave. Let me read these comments because I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's get it. You are appreciated. Every message you share is heard, considered, often implemented, or at least researched more. God bless y'all. God bless you, shamelessly V. I'm the truth. If I tell you something, it is what it is. I'm gonna tell you that now. If I tell you something, that is what it is. And you don't have to reference it too hard. You could just do more research, but you ain't gotta think I'm gonna lie to you, because I would never lie to you. If I'm wrong though. Why you in here said shamelessly V, they taught us how to read and write. Nah, for real. I see what you're saying. It's fun. Yeah, but white men are intimidated by black men. Yeah, sometimes they are. Because you know why? They know it's genetic annihilation. They fear genetic annihilation. So I'm not mad at it. You know, because they know if the black gene mixes with any other gene, it takes over and becomes the dominant gene. So they know that genetically, the more people start mixing and more people mix breed and interbreed with them, the pure white race will be erased. And they know that. That's why they do everything they can, abortion and everything they can to keep people down. Because, you know, you have to do that if you want people, if you want to even the population playing field, if you know what I mean. Let me keep reading this real quick. Look up one of the teachers filming porn during school hours. Oh man, they do all this shit, man. Oh, it's going down. I got so many of that footage. I just don't like to just dig or bash too hard on females, but I just want to prove points when I speak. I just try to use footage to back up points I'm proving and have evidence of a point, like a lawyer, you know. Because a true lawyer, when they present their case, they have to show evidence and present evidence to the court. So that's all I'm doing, is just presenting good evidence to the court to prove my case. You know, and the case I'm trying to prove is righteousness, balance, and normal traditional life for humans. Go back to the traditional life and you'll be better off. But people don't realize that. They just want to do new shit. It hurts the kids so much when parents use them to hurt the other parent. It's a shame grown people do this to their kids. It's abuse. It is. It's straight abuse. That lady was abusing that son. Rushing him away from his father, not allowing that man to give his father a hug. Crap. Piece of crap. She's a piece of crap in my book. Looking at relationships as disposable and toss it out instead of fixing it. Old generations appreciate people more and held onto the good ones. That's the truth. The older generations were better, man. They didn't have all the distractions. They turned the world upside down and spun it in reverse. That's the truth, man. Mr. Lawyer Man, want to help me write an appeal brief? It's so hard. I mean, I can. We could do that shit. I got you. Depends on what you're trying to appeal. You know, I've been dealing with lawyers and shit for the last few years. Real talk. I had to hire 3 lawyers and all kind of crazy shit, man. Real talk. Life ain't no joke, man. Life is for real. You gotta do what you gotta do to make the best decision for your family, man. It's all about the children, man. It's all about the children. It's not about nobody but the children, bro. Straight up. I don't care about nothing but the children. Speaking of that, I'm getting up off of here. I've been in here for an hour. That's my break. That's it. I get my hour live break. That's it. And I'm back at it. Ain't no rest for the weary, man. Ain't no you know, and the real gonna do the real and the fake gonna do the fake. These right here, my kids love these. Salt and vinegar cracklings from I think they're from, what is it, Japan? No, the Philippines. I get it from the Korean. It's a Korean store. That shit's so good. From the Philippines. Yeah, but anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Much love and appreciation. Thank y'all so much. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and support the movement. $ Cash App, $ Big BAYDAY. Support the movement. I am not monetized. I don't get paid for dropping these bombs in these bars. $ Cash App, Big BAYDAY, man. $ Big BAYDAY, man. Give me $1, 50 cents. I don't give a fuck. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate you. God bless you. Till next time, big homie. Thank y'all to all my supporters. Appreciate y'all. And I don't take nobody for granted. God bless all y'all. For real.